rally started and finished in Chester, going first south to Sutton Coldfield and then north via the Yorkshire Moors at night through Hoyk and the Kielder Forest at the very top there, the biggest man-made forest in the world, before arriving in Carlisle en route for the Lake District and back to Chester. Following an overnight, south on Tuesday morning on a loop through Wales and then back through Machynlleth and Llandudno to the finish at Chester. Just 4 days and 1,700 miles after the start. Let's have a recap now of the World Drivers' Championship with that round to come. In the lead was Bjorn Valdegaard of Sweden with 103 points. In second place, Hannu Mikkola of Finland, of course, with 71 points. And then another Finn, the third, Markku Alén with 60 points. Sharing fourth place, Ari Vatanen of Finland and Bernard Danish of France, each with 40 points. And yet another Finn in sixth place, Timo Salonen. Let's now see how they all fared. The historic city of Chester plays host for the first time to the Lombard RAC Rally. For Bjorn Valdegaard and Hannu Mikkola, the rally could mark the turning point in their fight for the World Drivers' Championship. But Mikkola must win to be in with a glimmer of a chance of victory with the final qualifying round coming up next month.
It doesn't really affect me because I'm quite a lot behind him and I don't think I have very good chances anymore to win it. But of course, if I win both of this, it will help. So it's the same tactic, you know, if I'm trying the World Championship or not, you know, I try to win.
Go on, you out to increase your lead in the World Championship on this rally?
No, it's easy tactic. It should be easy tactic, for if I win this one, it's I'm the champion. But everybody must know that to win this one is not very easy.
Why not?
I mean, you have too many good drivers around and many good cars as well. So I should be happy if I come in a good position to finish.
What's going to be the main opposition to the Ford team?
It has to be Markku Alén in the Stratos. For I have driven the Stratos in the English Forest some years ago and I know what the car is able to do.
Will you be taking it fairly easy to start with?
No, you know, in this Mickey Mouse stage, it's very easy all the time mistake. You nervous and you know in asphalt and you go maybe too fast all the time. Like for me last year, I spin 2 times. In first stage, 2 times.
So you're going to try and do better this year?
Yes, sure. Now I go slowly, piano, piano.
My stomach is already upside down, so but usually it means a good rally. So I haven't finished the RAC before, but if I do finish it this time, I don't think we can be very far from the front.
It's very demanding rally because unknown roads and there can be very slippery conditions, ice and snow and all that makes it very difficult. And because of that it is very interesting rally.
What do you know about the first stage of the rally?
I understand that animals will not be on the roads.
Effective crowd control at the Duckham's special stage Knowsley Safari Park. Safely locked up, the animals give way to the aggressive horsepower of the escort of last year's RAC winners Hannu Mikkola and Arnie Hertz. At the finish point immediately after the Dockham stage, there is already drama. Baldegaard has been off the road and damaged his car. A disastrous start to the rally for him.
The damper or something. Yeah, just check the damper as well.
It's gone.
Is it?
It's gone.
As usual, I went off on the first stage. No, it was a nasty corner with leaves, and we went in reasonably slow, but put on throttle in the middle of the corner, just spin, and we jumped into the ditch.
Sunday lunchtime, Sutton Park, the fourth of the 59 special stages, and Hannu Mikkola is masterly in front of a 100,000 strong crowd. But early leader is Marco Alén in the dramatic Lancia Stratos. He sets fastest time and takes a 15-second lead. However, with snow and ice forecast for the first loop, Sweden's Stig Blomqvist is a potential winner in the Saab Turbo. A much matured Ari Vatanen is more than capable of challenging the more established star drivers. Twice RAC winner Roger Clark is determined to put in a good performance on this, his last four-team drive. Tony Pond is regarded by many as the best natural British driver, and he's out to prove the fact in his last drive for the Talbot team. For Pentti Ricola, the RAC Rally is crucial for his British Open Rally Championship hopes. He has to finish higher than 8th to clinch the title. Ricola's teammate, Jimmy McRae, catches and passes the stricken Saab Turbo of Ola Stromberg. Last year, the Swede rolled on this same stage. This time, he's been into some trees. Here's someone who'd like to be in the trees. Finn Simo Lampinen is amongst a crop of drivers who are retiring after this rally. VL teammate American John Buffum is having trouble getting to grips with his TR7 V8 at the Donington Park stage. But he's not alone. Swede Bjorn Johansson also loses his sense of direction in his Opel. Whilst New Zealander Alan Carter in the Duckham's Escort half spins but maintains his lead in the Group 1 category for standard cars.
How's the stages been?
Very muddy, some of them. Too slippy. I didn't enjoy. Not really, no. Getting too old for this, I guess. Too slippy and too fast.
Yes, we're not on Mikkola's pace by any means, but I think he's got the benefit of being quite early into the stages because they're catching up very quickly. And we're running at car 17, which makes life very, very difficult.
How's the stages been apart from that tonight?
They've been okay, very slippery, very deceptive. And we've been off once. And I think lots of other people have been off, so.
Yes, and also I'm off in a road in, I don't know what stage, I pay 4 minutes.
What happened?
You know, it's all front. In brakes, only front. I go, but okay, I go also in very fast. This is also my mistake, not only car. I go flat out in big fight in Hannu and after I off. Bad luck.
Under the cover of darkness, the drivers face the stiffest of challenges. The long night through the Yorkshire, Kielder and Scottish forests. And it's here that Mikkola makes his move. By the breakfast stop at Carlisle on Monday morning, he is more than 3 minutes up on Vatanen. Top British driver is Russell Brooks in third place.
Morning, Russell. What night you had?
Quite good, really. We've had one puncture in Keeler, which cost a bit of time, but otherwise no problems. The only problems being running a bit down on the road and it's all being very cut up.
All luck I had earlier this year, I think I lost it all this night. But that's the game.
What went wrong? What's gone wrong?
We got a puncture on one long stage before Kilder. And when we should jack it up, the jack broke down. And it took us a bit more than 6 minutes to get it going again.
Incredible night ahead.
Incredible?
Yes, there's a lot of problems.
Really?
Yes, and all long stages ahead, a lot of problems.
Like what?
First 2 stages, exhaust was broken directly from the head. And after, the distributor was broken and there was no power in the car.
Oh, you know, after this accident, I go not very well. My feeling now very down.
You feeling tired?
Not too bad, so I wake up when it's time to go to sleep and then I feel tired when it's time to start again.
What are you going to do now then?
Now we're going to try and find a couple of big girls, really.
What's happened here,
It's 2 separate accidents. One was we hit with gate post, and another one was, what was it? 3.
3?
Yeah, it's his side, so it's not very polite. Happened.
Do you know where you're lying? Has it dropped you down?
Not that one, didn't, but we had a puncture and we had to change the tire in the queue and that dropped us. Not very good now, but still on the way to go.
Into the Lake District, and it's magnificent Mikkola who continues to set the pace. Vartanen is driving well within himself in second place. Timo Salonen is impressive in 8th position in the Datsun. Alain is an unhappy 13th. Whilst Voldegaard is having one of those rallies. Pond in the Talbot is 4th and determined to catch Brooks for the honour of best British driver. In the Lake District, Brooks is a minute ahead of his fellow countrymen. Roger Clark is holding off Salonen in 7th place. Whilst Ricola is obviously still not satisfied with the shape of his Chevette. VL hopes rest on Sweden's Per Eklund, who is just out of the top 10 in the potent TR7 V8. After a night halt in Chester, the remaining 94 competitors set out on the final 2-day Welsh leg. The Western Park stage opens proceedings on Tuesday morning. Timo Salonen has moved ahead of Roger Clark. Alain in the low-slung Lancia, untroubled by the fog, is fastest by 3 seconds. Pensia Ricola starts the final leg in 12th place, determined to make it into the top 8 to clinch the British Championship. Stage 37 out of 59. Mikkola revels in the fast-flowing Welsh stages. He has moved into a daunting 5 minutes lead and appears uncatchable. Vartanen in the Rothmans Escort is still second on stage times, but in Wales he's penalised an extra 10 minutes for a timing infringement. This drops him down to 5th. During the Welsh stages, Pond takes 3rd place. that improvement is short-lived. On an icy night, he leaves the road and retires. Another driver who relishes the Welsh landscape is Marco Allen. The smooth surfaces suit the Lancia, and Allen is able to make up for his early problems. Walter Roll is rather off the pace in the Fiat and starts the work. Walter Roll is rather off the pace in the Fiat and starts the Welsh section in 13th position. Auricula's attempt to climb the leaderboard is dogged by time-consuming punctures. He's had to drive more than 11 miles on 6 punctured tyres. But a difficult final night in Wales presents no frustrations for Hannu Mikkola. By the morning at Bedwyr he is 8 minutes ahead of the pack.
No, it was very, very slippery and icy and foggy and really hard conditions and very tiring to drive. But we didn't have any problems at all.
And now, what's the tactics from now to the end then?
We will drive not flat out, but still the speed that I'm interested to drive, you know.
Hannu Mikkola sails through the final batch of stages in North Wales to win his second successive Lombard RAC Rally with consummate ease. The winning margin an amazing 11 minutes. British honours rest with Russell Brooks, who is delighted with second place, his best ever RAC Rally result. It's his last drive in a Ford Escort. Next year he'll be driving a Talbot Sunbeam. Timo Salonen gives Datsun its best ever RAC placing with a determined drive into third. New Zealander Alan Carter wins the Group 1 category for standard cars in the Duckham's Escort, coming a creditable 19th overall out of 74 finishers. At Chester Castle on Wednesday evening, Hannu Mikkola and Arnie Hertz taste the success of victory on the Lombard RAC Rally. Their win marks the end of an era for Ford, who are withdrawing.